I'm doing a reading today for Miriam Jeanette Wan. Okay. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know Miriam Jeanette Wan and the light of Akashic Records, to see Miriam Jeanette Wan through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of Miriam Jeanette Wan have for her. Okay, the records are now open. So we're going to address 3 questions, and these 3 questions will lead you to some enlightenment about your own life. So first of all, we want to address the question of who you are. Many people misunderstand who they are as a body or as a mind. We would say it's neither a body or a mind. Or you can also say it's both the body and the mind. But who you are is beyond the physical. And beyond the physical is not something that your own mind can comprehend. So we would say that do not worry about you as a physical being, but rather start thinking of yourself as a spiritual being. You're in fact a soul that have chosen to come to life, and you're simply using this body to exercise your different desires and your wants and needs and go through the life lessons that you have already planted for yourself. Yes, you already came here with a set of lessons that you had intended to learn. So we would say that who you are is a soul that is here to have fun, to play, to learn, to grow, to expand, to transform beyond the physical body. And we would say that do not ignore the physical body. You want to be healthy. You want to have balance between your mind and body. So do not ignore your body, for you do need it as a vehicle to learn and to grow. So take care of your body and your mind, but who you are is beyond your current limited understanding of the self, because the self right now is based on your egoic knowing of who you are. It is not actually based on the spiritual knowing of who you are. However, we say that you are here today because you're in the process to learn, to grow, and we acknowledge your effort to do so, and we appreciate your time that you're spending with us today to be right here, right now. So we want to acknowledge you again and say thank you. Okay, second question we would like to address. Yes, second question we would like to address with you is about the meaning of your own life. Well, first we want to say the meaning of everyone's life is in fact the same, because you're all spiritual beings on a journey to expand who you are and your understanding of who you are. So in fact, you are here with the same goal. However, for you specifically, Miriam, we would say the meaning is not something that will just be given to you. You are at the beginning of your journey to search for that meaning. And so imagine yourself as a heroine on a quest. Yes, you are almost like a knight in shining armor going on your own journey, your own adventure. So we would say take some time for yourself to get to know your likes and dislikes and who you are, and then expand. Yes, go out, see the world. Do not stay where you are, for you feel currently limited by your own environment. And so we want to encourage you to go out and see the world. it's not an obligation, it's merely a suggestion. Because the meaning is something that is created by everybody on their own. It's not something that's just on a piece of paper that we spiritual guides can give to you. It is not like that. It is something you have to design from your heart. And your meaning can change at any stage of your life. Maybe for the next 10 years you want to save the animals. Maybe for the following 10 years you want to go save the environment. Or perhaps you want to just look into being a beautiful person from the inside and outside. You see, the meaning varies. It just depends on what you really want to do. And you're not going to find out what you want to do by being in a box. So we want to make that very clear and to encourage you to expand beyond your current comfort zone, both physically but also in your mind. And we hope that is clear for you. And once again, we appreciate your patience with us, but most importantly, your patience with yourself to look for these answers. For these answers will take time. And we say it's okay, you have a whole life to find these answers. So try to smell the roses in the process and not be in a hurry to find these answers. Lastly, your love. We want to address this with you also, for currently you have a skewed understanding of what love is. First of all, love, the way human beings understand love, is actually attachment, merely wanting the other person to be what you want them to be. And that we say, yes, it's a form of love, but it's also very limited. And no matter what you do, you will always feel not enough and insecure and unsafe. Because the truth is that the other person simply cannot fulfill your needs and wants. It is not possible because they are also an individual human being going on their own journey. Yes, there are many successful relationships out there based on compromises, and we would say that is okay. It is your free will to choose to have a partner or multiple partners or no partner. In fact, it really does not matter. It's simply, again, deciding what you really like. And we would say don't be so attached to this relationship or any relationship because you are in the process of discovering your preferences. So we would say go out and sample all the ice cream flavors. Yes, imagine that you're at an ice cream shop and there are 10, 20, 30, 40 flavors. And it's okay that you go back every week to try a different sample. And I think we think that it is good for you to go try a sample. And it is totally okay. And we also want to address that you currently feel insecure because you feel triggered by this relationship for your own personal reasons. And when we say triggered, we mean that the other person's behavior somehow affecting you psychologically and affecting your well-being. And we want to say that do not let the other person influence you, for you need to be grounded in the center of who you are. And how do you find the center of who you are? We would say yes, through meditation, but more importantly is to find the things that really bring you joy. And for that, you have to go out and go explore. And we want to give you a general message. For where you are in life, you are just starting to find out what you like and what you don't like. And see, all human beings have to go through this process of contrast. Without understanding what black is, you don't know what white is. Without understanding what cold is, you don't know what hot is. So sometimes it is good to experience contrasts of the things that you both like and you don't like. And it's through these preferences that you will slowly, little by little, design the life that you truly want for yourself. And that is the message that we want to share with you today. And once again, we want to acknowledge for your hard work and for your willingness to grow yourself and for your patience and for your love for the humanity. And we want to thank you once again. and we appreciate your presence at this time. Okay. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view, and I would like to thank the Holy Spirit of life for all knowledge and healing. The records now closed, amen. The records now closed, amen. The records now closed, amen.